Hello. I'm just here making a little late lunch. Hi guys. Thanks for coming in the live. I'm doing I don't have the top. I could put a plate on top. I'm making the plantain waffles again, and this time I'm going to turn on my waffle maker. So I know the batter isn't going to take long. I took that off. To start, I have plantain chips they're not chips, raw green plantains. I slice them up really thin so that they could blend well this time. I'm going to add about a quarter cup of oil. And then I'm going to add some water. And I'd say it's about a half cup of water. I'll add a little more. Let's make it a full cup. A cup of water. You can do that. No. You.
Right.
Okay. Put this back here in case I need it. Hey Joshua, how you doing? Thanks for coming in. And add 1 egg. I'm showing you guys how I made the plantain bread this time. 1 egg and I'll put this here. 1 plate. No, not this plate. I'll use this one. It doesn't matter. I'm going to blend this up and hopefully that was pretty well, except for, you know what? It looks a little thin, so I'm going to get another half of plantain and put in there. Added too much water. Hold on. The miracles of a live streaming. Okay. Now we're ready. I'm just going to add another half plantain to that and see if that's enough. Or I might add whole because the liquid that I used was what I used for 2 plantains last time. So this time I guess I needed a little more. So how's it going? You getting ready for Christmas by Friday? Cool. I guess I'm getting ready too. I don't know. I'm trying really hard to get in the spirit. But, this actually feels a lot better than I felt for a lot of Christmases. I might just put the whole second plantain in there. Oops. That one went flying. I made all my decorations. I've gotten the presents. I still haven't wrapped them. So I guess I'll do that tonight. I might come live and wrap my presents. And that should be fun. And I'm going to try and find some sort of Christmas story, a short Christmas story to read. While I won't be able to play my music, but who knows? Who knows what's going to happen later on today? Yeah. Okay. I think this is going to be perfect with the other plantain in there. Make a nice little batter. And we'll just plop the rest of them in. like so and like so. Oh, and I forgot to put a little salt. I tell you. And I'm not going to put it in my hand. That's about a teaspoon. And now. Yep, that's much better. More like a waffle batter. Ugh. Sorry about that. And this is hot now. A little hotter. And wait until the single green light is on. That way I'll know that it's hot enough. And no one said anything about my glasses. These are actually glasses that I had from before, and I lost them. And they're my favorite glasses. Hey, Eating with Gel, how you doing? Merry Christmas to you, too. Thanks for coming in the live. I'm making the plantain waffles again. And I think this is hot enough. I'm going to try and make them smaller. I actually found a, hey, James Money. I actually found, oh, hi, how are you? Thanks for coming in. Hey, JJ Miller. I found something to make actual buns, but it didn't get here yet. So, and I'm hungry, and this is what I felt like eating with my plantain batter. And so that's what I'm doing. Making a little late afternoon lunch, sort of, I guess, because it's not dinner time. But yeah, how's everybody doing? Everybody ready for Christmas or the holidays or whatever you celebrate? Or, you know, I'm just about ready. I'm going to wrap my gifts tonight. And, ooh, that sounds like it's cooking up nicely. And I'll put that on this plate. Oh, hey, Chef King Fresh, how you doing? Thanks for coming in the live. Appreciate it. Making a little late lunch. And, oh, I have 2 plates here. I made a batter out of plantains. And plantains are naturally gluten-free. And that's a good thing, for me anyway. I'm just going to slice up some tomato and some onion to put on top. And the rest of the tomato I'm going to use to make some tomato soup. Not today, though. But yeah, I found a quick and easy way to make tomato soup. And so I have these nice vine-ripe tomatoes. And I'm going to be doing that. I'm so curious. Little cheese, crispy cheese from before. Got rid of that. So is hi, sexy too much for you, Coleman? How you doing? Making a little late lunch. This time I'm going to be making a fish sandwich. I had fish for dinner last night and I fried it all up. And I just heated it. And I'm going to make a sandwich out of it. So that should be good. I'm making my plantain waffles in the waffle iron. If you didn't see me mix the batter, it was 2 plantains, a 1/4 cup of oil, a cup of water, and a little salt, teaspoon of salt. And that's all there's to it. It's really simple. I put it in the blender. It's getting blended up. Well, I blended it up. And yeah, you just put it in the waffle iron. I have a new I have a new appliance coming because my friend was making fun of me saying that it wasn't really a bun. So I got something that is going to make actual buns out of the batter that I pour into it. And that should be nice. Cut just a little more onion. Ooh, I like onions on burgers and stuff, you know. Actually, that might be enough, but I'm going to cut a little more. So is everybody ready for Christmas? I didn't put up my tree. I'm debating whether I should or not. My kids are telling me, yeah, but you know, putting it up is not the problem. It's taking it down. Taking it down. I'm going to get a knife, not a knife, a fork, so I could take that waffle out and cook another one. So excuse me for just a minute. I'm not really going anywhere, but there we go. There. Make sure I don't mess up the lighting. There we go. So I think this is ready. You know, I'm wondering if I could, yeah. So I'm being a little lazy today. Being a little lazy and creative. And I'm hungry on top of that. So that's a combination for success. It's what you call success. So I'm going to put my cheese on. I'll put 2 slices. I'm going to put my fish on. A couple slices of tomato. And some onions. There. Because I'm going to put this back in the waffle maker and let the cheese get nice and melty. That's what I'm going to do. There. I wonder if this is going to work. Oops. We'll see what happens with that. Got to get a little creative. It's going to be good. Let's see. Don't get frustrated. I'm not frustrated. What are you talking about, Biggo? And then I put a little mayo on the side because I didn't want to put it inside the waffle maker. And he could dip it if he likes. There. This smells good. It smells really good. So is anybody cooking anything special for Christmas? I'm gonna make sweet potato pie a little later on. I have to go out and get some disposable pans from the supermarket. I almost have 1 star today. I think yesterday I got 2. There, that cheese is all melty. This way. Oops. This thing is hot, hot, hot. I need a spatula. That might work a little better. Hold on a second. There we go. Smells good. There. Ta-da! And I'll pour this batter in. And make the other one very nice. Oops. Made a little bit of a mess there. I'm always dropping my towel. Oh. So annoying. Wipe that off. And wipe the table. There we go. There we go. I had such a good time. I was live last night on my other platform here. And I met such nice people. It was so good. Yeah. I'm going to call the boy. I don't know why he's never in my queue. I guess because he's right here and I don't call him often. Because I don't have to. This smells so good. I can't wait until mine's done because I want to eat. I want to eat. Why is it taking so long? Oh. Here you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You can taste it. So I can see how you like it.
Good.
It's good?
Mm-hmm.
Nice. I'm so glad. Yeah, I guess you could have this one.
Thanks.
Oh. I always snack when I'm cooking. It's a bad habit. But it's my habit. Hey, Jazzy. How you doing? I'm making the waffle, well, just I'm calling it waffles. So are you ready? That's pepper jack. It's spicy. Are you ready for Christmas? And what kind of toys did you get for baby girl? She doesn't really know. Excuse me. She doesn't really know about Christmas yet. Next year, I think she's gonna be really aware. But yeah. What are you putting under the tree for her? This is done. Not yet. That cheese is really spicy. Spicy, spicy. Oh, you're doing ham tomorrow. Nice. I'm going over to my daughter's, and she's going to cook. So, I don't know what she's making. Wait, she did tell me some of the stuff she was making. I know she's making some kind of fish. Oh, wow. I think she's getting ingredients for coquito. Oh, you bought the presents in July? That's really cool. I used to do that. I would start my Christmas shopping. Sorry. I would start my Christmas shopping in the summer, and by Thanksgiving I was done. Finished. And then you really get to enjoy the holiday like that. Don't take it. You get to enjoy the holiday more like that because you could just, relax and enjoy the decorating and the caroling. And we used to go caroling when I was a kid. And when my children were younger, I would take them, not my son, but when my two girls were younger, I would take them caroling in the town that we lived in. It was fun. Lots of fun. Making hot cocoa, and then they had oh, do you know who the cake boss is? Well, they were in Hoboken, and after we did the caroling, every year they would do a tree lighting, and then the kids would go caroling, and then after the caroling we'd go to one of the mom's house. She would make hot chocolate, and then I'm just going to break a little piece off and eat now. Then we would go to Carlos Bakery. That's the name of the bakery that the cake boss owns. And she would give donuts and cupcakes and stuff. It was really nice. Really nice. So that was good. I mean, they had a lot of fun. I'm going to cut this in half. I didn't put the onions on. Can't forget the onions. Yeah. So I liked Carlos Bakery back then. But they changed a little, I guess the fame, and they got a lot busier because they were famous. And it's not really the same. But I don't live there anymore either, so who knows what they're doing now or how they're doing it. Put that. Okay. I'm going to put this back in the grill. Let the cheese melt. Ooh. Now that was disastrous. Everything kind of fell out. Let's do this again. Put that on there. Onions. Okay. There we go. Oops, I can't put that over there. That looks like it's going to be good. And I have my water over here. Oh, I'm sorry. I would give you some. I really would. I like to share. Oh. Yeah, those were fun times. There was an elf that came. They would have a Santa that came and stood on the city hall steps. And then there was an elf that was kind of like a comedian, except for his jokes weren't funny. But those kind of things, they make good memories. I forgot his name. I used to remember the elf's name. I don't remember. But yeah, those are good memories. Hmm. Oh, so hot. There we go. And all my onions are falling out. The cheese. Oh, well. I have more onions to put on there if I really want. And I'm going to cut this in half again. It's too hot to eat right now, so I have to let it cool off a little bit. I don't want to burn my fingers. And then I'll put a little mayo on the side. Whatever's left. I can't wait to eat Christmas food. Oh, did I tell you guys I made date jam, and I keep trying to eat the date jam on camera. Oh, what's the deal with what? Oh, wait a second. Oh, yeah, the elf on the shelf. That's just something that people use to terrorize their kids. The elf on the shelf is like supposed to report to Santa, so they're like watching you. Watching you to see if you're bad or not. I never had elf on the shelf. I think it's weird. But yeah, people take those elves and they put them all around their house just so their kids will be good. And it's like, nah, I don't like that. mm. Mm. That's good. Yeah, I don't know who thought of that. Somebody with some bad behind kids. If that's the only way that your kids will be good, I feel sorry for you. That's creepy. Yeah. This is good. That cheese is spicy. I like it. Put my onion back on there. Mm. Mm. When I get my machine, stuff will be a lot less messy. They shipped it already. I have to check and see when it's coming. But I cannot wait. Can't wait. This is really good. I was telling somebody that cod is good for frying and grilling. Exactly. Your mother told you, and that was it. Hey, Orville. Thanks for the love, and thanks for coming in the live. Having a little fish sandwich here. that I'm eating on a plantain waffle. And having some light conversation. Yeah, when your mother said be good, that was it. You were good. You didn't even need any big brother looking over you. My mother used to tell me, I know everything you do. And I believed her. I remember being in grammar school, and it was a little ways from my house. And some of the kids at lunchtime, they would go across the street to the store and get candy and stuff. And I would always give them my money and say, could you get me this? Could you get me that? I'll buy you this, whatever. And one day, this girl, she was a bully. She was like, why can't you go to the store and get it yourself? And I'm like, my mother told me not to. She's like, well, your mother's home. She won't know. I'm like, nah, that's okay. That really must have upset her because you can't get any money. That really must have upset her because she really bullied me after that. I'm like, nope. I remember one time there was like a little park in front of my house. And then, if you go through the back and around the corner, there was the big park. The big park had the big swings, the flat swings that you sit in. And I was little. Not because I wasn't old enough, but I was little for a long time. So I wasn't supposed to get on the big swings. But one day I decided everybody was going to the big park. So I wanted to go to the big park. I went. Not only did I get on the big swing, I stood up on the big swing. You know how you stand on the swing and you pump your legs and you go back and forth? I did that. Jumped off the works. So much fun. So much fun. So I get home and my mother says, Did you go to the big park? No. Did you stay in front of the house? I'm like, yeah. I stayed in front of the house. She says, really? You didn't go to the big park? I'm like, no. And she goes, I know you went to the big park. I'm like, okay, I went to the big park. I'm sorry. Everybody was going. I didn't want to stay out front by myself. So she says, you better not go there again. And I'm wondering, how does she know? But then I said, oh, yeah, she told me she knows everything. So I was like, wow. And when I got older, I realized that her bedroom window faced the big park. She probably saw me swinging on the swing, having a good time. And I'm like, wow. I was gullible. I thought my mother knew everything. She told me, I've got eyes in the back of my head. Your mother ever tell you that? That's some scary stuff. Yeah. Well, the things that we believe and the things that we tell our kids. It's crazy. Antenna and a good view, exactly. And then if you did anything, there was always the ladies in the neighborhood. They would tell on you too. My mother didn't allow anybody to touch us or chastise us. But you could tell us. I mean, you could tell her what we did. And we would get in trouble. We would go. You can move the light a little bit. Yeah. We would get in trouble for that. So, so my father never believed anything that the people told him. The spies, yep. It's so funny. My son, when he was in grammar school, there was like a college. What was it? What was it? Oh, Stevens College in Hoboken, and they had like it was kind of like they had a cliff behind the school, and sometimes the kids would go and hang out back there. But my kids weren't allowed to go back there. So one day, his classmate's mother said, "Oh, I saw Elijah out playing with so and so." She didn't know how I was going to take it when she told me. So I'm like, "Yeah, where were they?" She had a house behind Stevens. So I'm like, "Yeah, you saw them. Where were they?" So I'm like, "Why would she be going to the park?" Because our kids were old enough to go to the park alone, whatever. She goes, "Oh, they were right behind Stevens." And I'm like, "Where the cliff is?" She goes, "Yeah." I went off. I was like, "What? He knows he's not supposed to be back there." Blah, blah, blah. And she goes, "Yeah." She goes, "That's why I mentioned it, because I knew you probably didn't want him back there." He gets home. I'm like, "So you were behind Stevens?" I know everything. I told him the same thing my mother told me. Yep. Mm-hmm. Mm. That was good. Yummy, yummy. I wish I had more. Yeah. So I know everything. I'm trying to think. Have I ever ratted out a kid? Excuse me. The sink is over there.
No, read my text message.
Yeah. Okay. That's so hot. I think I'll make another one. Oh, maybe I can make dessert and use my date jam. That stuff is so good. I made it with. I boiled the dates. I remember the recipe. You use a cup of dates. You cut them in half, and a cup and a half of water. You boil it for 10 minutes. Then after that, you add a cup of sugar, the juice of half a lemon. I used the juice of a whole lime because limes are smaller than lemons. And then you use the zest. And you boil that for another 10 minutes. And it gets nice and mushy or whatever. And you mush it up and you just put it in a jar. Let it cool off and then put it in the refrigerator. That is the best. I'm going to somehow, since I haven't been able to use it here, I'm going to somehow figure out how to incorporate that into Christmas. Because it seems like date jam is something that you should have on Christmas. I think that I'll have that instead of cranberry sauce. Maybe I'll have it and cranberry sauce too. Excuse me. Yeah. I'd like a stuffed salmon or a stuffed snapper. I didn't get to make that for Christmas. I mean for Thanksgiving, so maybe we'll make that tomorrow. You gotta try. Oh, Jazzy, you would love it, and it's so easy and it's so quick to make. Sometimes when you make jams and jellies, you have to cook them for a long time to let the natural pectin come out and thicken it. And you don't have to cook it a long time with the dates. 20 minutes, and you have yourself some nice jam. Just have to be patient and wait for it to cool off. But it's really good. It's so good. Oh my goodness. Let me put this up here. So good. Here, let me show you. I have it. I put some in a little container. Where is it? Oh. Yeah, I have some in a little container. But the next time I make it, I'm gonna do it in a big jar. Or maybe I'll get a bunch of little jars and give them to people. Look at it. It's so nice and thick. Excuse me. It's so good. Excuse me. Oh, and butter. A tablespoon of butter. Excuse me. The onions have me burping. I'm so sorry. But this is so good. I have a bigger, a jar in the refrigerator. But I could just take this and eat it with a spoon. It's so good. Oh. Yeah, we'll make, yeah. I bet you it would taste good with ham. You know how they put pineapple and stuff on ham? I bet you this date jam would taste good on the ham. That rhymes. Date jam on ham. No. But yeah. It's nice. And then it's like sometimes I used to make a sandwich with the turkey, some stuffing, and I used to put cranberry sauce. I bet this would make a good sandwich, and you put the date jam on it instead of the cranberry sauce. That would be good. I eat turkey, but I'm wondering. I don't think the date jam would be good on fish. I don't know. But definitely a cheese. Oh, a grilled cheese. And put the date jam in there too. That would be good. Because you know how what is it? When they wrap the brie and they bake it, and usually inside they have some kind of something sweet. I don't know what they usually put in there. But I could see some date jam inside the baked brie. And then you cut it open and it's all ooey and gooey, and then it has that little bit of sweet in there. That sounds like something I could do. Make a dough and then wrap the brie, or put the jam in there and then wrap it. Ooh, you put apple slices on ham. That's nice. That's a nice twist. I think I like that. My dad used to put the pineapple with the maraschino cherries in the middle. I never liked it. I never liked it, but I don't know. I wouldn't eat it together. I would separate it and eat the pineapple separate, and then eat the ham. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I wonder what that is. I have no idea what that is. I'm not going to press anything. Hey, clearly me. I just finished having lunch. I had a fish sandwich with a waffle made out of plantains. I made a little batter. Then I put the fish sandwich. I put Colby pepper jack, cheese, tomatoes, onions. I had a little mayo on the side. And it was really, really good. Really good. I enjoyed it. Oh my goodness, who is this? Oh, it's just Scam Likely. Just Scam Likely calling. Sorry about that. Call came in. Yeah. So, yeah, that's what I had. And now, you know what? It's so funny. You know when you finish eating and you feel like you could... Oh, glaze with brown sugar and Girl, that sounds good. My friend is telling me that she puts apple slices on her ham And then she makes a glaze of brown sugar, mustard, and clove bud powder. Oh, and her mom puts Coke over her hams. Do people put Coke on turkey? Oh no, it was B Love that puts the Coke in her sauce. You don't like cherries and pineapple in your ham either? Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't like it, but I don't know why he used to. I think he just used to do it because it looked pretty. But I don't know. I don't like hot pineapples really. I think that's what it was. But yeah, B Love puts the Coke in her. What is it? Her butter sauce, I think she calls it. Smackalicious seafood sauce or something. I don't know. But I have bought her sauce before and it's really good. And I didn't put Coke in it, but I put molasses in it and it was good. It was really good. Yeah. That fish sandwich was so good. But you know how I felt like I could eat a little snack or something? I'm gonna give this to my son. Afterwards, I was gonna use my my jam. I don't know if you saw it clearly, me. Love pineapple upside down cake. My dad used to make an amazing pineapple upside down cake. I made some date jam, and I've been dying to use it, but my son never wants to eat it on anything. But it is so good. Yeah. My dad used to make a great. I know I'm jumping all over the place, but it's like I'm having two different conversations. He used to make a great pineapple upside down cake. He used to make a great strawberry shortcake, but he used to do it with biscuits. He would make his biscuits were the best. He would make biscuits, have the strawberry, and he made he just put sugar on the sliced strawberries so that it made its own kind of a sauce like, and he would put the strawberries on the biscuits and then top it with some whipped cream. That was some good stuff. That was some good stuff. So yeah, that was that. That was fun. He was a good baker. Why is my oh, welcome to Christmas. I'm gonna X that. Bigger has all these. Thank you, Clearly Me. I appreciate it. They have all these things popping up, and then you notice that your stuff is gone. You have less beans and less diamonds and whatever. And it's like they're just taking your money. Just taking it. I think this is ready. Is this what you want?
Grilled cheese, yeah.
Oh, you wanted a grilled cheese. Okay. I didn't understand what he was saying. So what I will do, I'll put some cheese on here.
You don't want to put a little tomato?
You know.
I can cut it.
Sometimes people just want to get on your nerves. Sometimes they do. That's what he got. And he wants a little tomato. There we go. Now I don't remember what I was saying before I was so rudely interrupting. Thank you so much, Clearly Me. I appreciate it. I know I was talking about the strawberry shortcake, pineapple upside down cake. My mother made us lamb and apple pie, and her sweet potato pies were to die for. So great. I'm going to make a sweet potato pie probably a little later on this evening. I have to go out and get one of those disposable pans. So I'm going to make that. And this time we're not getting any food from any restaurants. That's what happened on Thanksgiving. And that was, I had to doctor up everything. It was just like, I might as well have had cooked because, yeah, that was like not so good. And I was telling people before, the thing is, this restaurant has really, really good food. They're Middle Eastern and they cook their food, and their food, they know how to cook. But for Thanksgiving, we thought that it would be like Thanksgiving food, but maybe season the way they season their own food. And so we're like, oh, this is going to be so good. It's going to be so good. But it was not that. It was not that at all. They tried to make like American food, and I don't know what they thought it was supposed to taste like. Hopefully they didn't think it was supposed to taste like it tasted, because that was not good. Not good at all. Yeah. And now that I've sat and let my food settle, I'm not, I can't eat the oh, I didn't put onions on it. He probably would have liked onions. Well, too bad. I can't eat anymore. I was gonna make a little waffle with a little of the jam, but I don't have any more room. There you go. And yeah, you can see. So yeah, we're having home cooked food for Christmas, and that's good. Yeah, we have so many different restaurants, and that's one thing that I love about it, because sometimes I talk to people and I'm like, oh, I tasted this at this restaurant, and so I'm gonna make it, and they're like, oh, I never tasted that. But yeah, we have Vietnamese, which I like. Okay, I'm trying to remember what I used to eat, and I've never made. I know I used to have the jellyfish salad, and I don't know what else. I used to eat something else from this Vietnamese restaurant. I want to try cooking Vietnamese food because I haven't done that yet. Unless I think pho. Pho is Vietnamese. I made that once and it was so good, but it's so labor intensive. It's like, oh, but it was so good. So I know that I'll do that again one day. But I don't know if I'm going to do it anytime soon. I don't know. There was something else. And their coffee. I love their coffee. They put the sweetened condensed milk in first, and then they pour the coffee in, and you have to mix it up and drink it. And I drink espresso like that. Their coffee, they have a different kind of coffee that has a really nice flavor, but I never let me turn this off. I never purchased any myself, so I don't know where to get it from. But yeah. So Vietnamese restaurants, Brazilian, they eat this I forgot, my friend sent me. I had mentioned that I wanted to know how to make the peri peri sauce. That's their barbecue sauce, the Brazilian. So she sent me a recipe. She actually sent me a recipe, and I have to make it, but I don't know when I'm going to make it. But I do have to look at the messages and maybe copy that somewhere, because by the time I get around to thinking about making it, I won't be able to find it. So yeah. What else do they have? Dominican and like Cuban and all that they have, but that's like typical because they have population of people. Wherever they have people, a population of people, there's going to be a restaurant of people eating their own food. And that's how I pick restaurants to try out. I look in the window and I see if their own people are eating their food. Because if their own people are not eating their food, then I'm probably not going to want to try it. And it's the same thing like with soul food. It's the same thing with soul food. If you don't see a lot of black people eating the food, then it might be all right. But and even like Jamaican restaurants, I gotta see Jamaican. I gotta go in there and listen to the people and hear them talking. And if you have Jamaicans eating in that restaurant, it's good because I've been places where it's like a lot of tourists or whatever will come and they'll eat and they rave off of it, and then I order something and I'm like, this is all right, but I could probably make it better. I like to pay for food that's better or just as good as I can make it myself. Because if it's not, then I'm mad that I had to pay for that. Yeah. So, you know, it is what it is.
Water.
Oh, I don't know what I just dropped. I'm always dropping something. I have to like reorganize this space and make it more, yeah, make it less easy for me to knock things over. What do I do with the top of this right here? Yeah. Oh, I got to 1 star. Thank you. Thank you, Clearly Me. Appreciate it. Yeah, I'm gonna wrap this up now. Thank you everyone for coming in. Thank you, Jazzy. And I'll probably see you later with my sweet potato pie or something. I don't know. We'll see. Talk to you later. I always have trouble quitting the broadcast.